This is Gerardo Del Real with Resource Stock Digest. Joining me today is the CEO of GoldMining Inc. here to talk about, in part, uranium, Mr. Alastair Still. Alastair, how are you doing?
I'm doing very well. Thanks, Gerardo. Happy to be here with you today.
Well, let's get right into it. You and I had the pleasure of catching up at the Beaver Creek Precious Metals Conference a couple of months ago, and we talked about, the substantial resource base across all categories that gold mining boasts and the leverage to gold. And look, we just had gold, push through the 2000 level. It's kind of going back and forth, but it's clearly, to me anyway, setting up a new base. You have plenty of exposure on the gold side for investors and speculators that want liquidity and want the leverage. But you also have had tucked away in the gold mining portfolio a pretty substantial uranium project. We chatted a bit off air. We're seeing some House legislation here in the US that I think is going to apply to North America here soon. And we have uranium also, pushing the 85 level here after market. So it's an exciting time in the uranium space. I wanted to have you on to talk about this pretty unique land package that you have.
Yeah, absolutely. And certainly, traditionally, people would think of GoldMining Inc. as being just that, a company with projects that are based in gold. And that has been our forte and our strength. And we continue to advance those projects and unlock value and have great optionality to the price of gold. But we also thought it was time to let people know about what is often an unheard of project in our portfolio because we haven't been active on it because of our focus of gold. And that is, of course, our Rhea uranium project. And this is a project that we've had for a number of years, close to 10 years since the acquisition of Brazilian gold in 2013. So this project was actually staked and located at a time before many of the major discoveries in the Western Athabasca, such as those at Triple R and the Arrow deposits by the likes of NextGen and Fission Uranium. Before those deposits even became household names, we had this large uranium package in our portfolio. What we've done now is start to unlock and unbundle items from our portfolio consistent with our strategy of doing it with our gold projects. We've created value for our shareholders by adding a strength to the balance sheet by creating a publicly traded company such as Gold Royalty Corporation and U.S. GoldMining Inc. And this is yet another chapter in having a very diverse portfolio where we can unlock great value from our shareholders and what happens to be one of the richest uranium deposit regions on the planet. The Athabasca Basin is home to some of the world's richest uranium mines and contains approximately 15% of the world's annual uranium production at grades that can average about 10 to 20 times the global average. So a terrific area to have a very substantial land package in.
You own 75% of the project. The remaining 25% is owned by a uranium giant. You want to touch on who owns the other 25%? Because I find that pretty convenient given the fact that the project surrounds their deposit.
Yeah, absolutely. Our 25% partner on the project is Urano, and our large regional land package, which is about 125,000 hectares. So that's an incredible sized project. It surrounds the existing high-grade deposit, the Dragon Lake deposit that's owned by Urano. So we have the regional land package, which we've interpreted and we've done geophysical sampling on. We see targets that extend beyond the extension along the Maybell River shear zone that emanate from the Dragon Lake deposit. So we think it's highly productive ground. We're an early stage exploration project, but in some of the productive ground that we have with the geological work we've put in place, we're pretty excited about getting some programs going on this project in the new year.
You've done an amazing job as a company and you touched on this briefly, creating value, spinning out assets, rolling them into individual companies. Is there a thought, given the fact that your name is GoldMining Inc. and the focus has always been predominantly on the gold side, is there a discussion going on internally about potentially spinning it out and unlocking some more of that value?
I'll just say at this point in time, we're keeping all the options open. We want to make sure we can create the best value for our shareholders. We think we have a great track record of doing that with our existing portfolio of projects. And We look at the fundamentals of this company. It's really quite simple. You've got an exceptional portfolio of assets, gold and copper rich, but we've now highlighted a very substantial uranium property as well. We've got strong assets. We've got a very strong and experienced team with decades of experience in the industry, working with some of the biggest producing gold companies in the world. So a good, strong team with technical strength and experience. And we've backed that up with a very strong balance sheet, which has a number of significant equity holdings as well as cash to shore that up. So a combination of a strong team, strong assets, and a strong balance sheet, we think is an ideal combination for moving our assets forward.
Well said and well played, Alastair. Keeping it close to the vest as always. I suspect you and I will be chatting often in 2024. Have yourself a great holiday, Christmas, New Year. And again, looking forward to having you back on for what I think is going to be an epic 2024 in the uranium and the gold space.
Thanks, Gerardo. Look forward to providing further updates in the new year. All the best for the holiday season.
Thank you. Cheers.
Bye now.
Hey everybody, Gerardo Del Real here. If you're enjoying the content that you just saw, you can let us know in 3 simple steps. Hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, and please share across your network and on social media. Take care, everybody.